welcome to my first book review. It's a body positive book review. I mean, that's the only type I intend on doing, but yeah, this is a book review on You Are Enough by Harri Rose. I've recently finished it and I've got a couple notes as well that I'm going to refer to when talking about it. But yes, stay tuned and I will tell you why you should read this book. Well, that's my opinion anyway. So the first thing I'll say is why I bought it. I actually followed Harri Rose on Instagram for a while, as her person, like as her as a person, and also the Anti-Diet Riot project. So basically she and some other people have founded this project where they want to get a bus and ride it around the whole of the UK and just spread the bopo, which to me sounds wonderful and I will be visiting whenever they come near me. But yeah, so I followed her through that and I knew she'd written a book, so I decided to read it. I am very happy I decided to read it because there are a fair few things in here. I put some bookmarks to show them. There are a fair few things that I think I'll revisit, and there are some activities in the book as well that are really they make you think. If I had to describe the contents of the book in one sort of phrase, it'd probably be a tiny, concise anti-diet bomb. And I say that because, well, it's small, and it's quite short as well. I think it's around 100 pages. I think there are maybe 5 chapters or so. There aren't that many. And each one has a summary at the end, which I think are really good resources to come back to when you sort of need a refresher or you're looking for the words to express something, but it just doesn't come to you naturally, because I get that a lot. But it's a bomb. Like, it really, it has everything in there. It talks about diet culture, body positivity, and sort of defines all of it. It's a good book if you're not sure what all of the words mean, but you kind of want to know about it, or you're just a bit confused about it. It also talks about intuitive eating in a clear way. It's not sort of bogged down in lots of statistics. So yeah, I think content's amazing. Also, just a small point as well, not a small point, I think this is actually brilliant. The illustrations in it are so beautiful. They're quite diverse as well. Like, they don't just show one type of fat or, you know, just a few shades of random skin colours, you know. They're fairly diverse. And I enjoy the style as well. I think they're really pretty. And they show some hairy legs, which I think we all need to see because nobody was born with hairless legs. I'm just going to sort of go through a few things that I bookmarked in the book that I found particularly interesting or that I liked. Okay, so the first thing that I bookmarked was, your body hears everything your brain tells it. And I think that's so true, because your brain tells your body to do stuff, and if you're constantly thinking, oh, this body is so gross, ugh, then your whole body is thinking, oh well, my brain is, you know, down and disgusted, so I need to sort of act accordingly. And it's so true. I mean, if you've ever felt sort of depressed or anxious or anything and you've thought yourself into a hole, you know that your body feels according to how your brain is, and that totally applies to body image as well. Not saying it's easy to undo, but it's definitely true. And I think this has made me kind of retrace my thoughts. If I think something about my body and I sort of recognize the thought I'm having, I sort of go back and think, no, that's not true. I've thought that, but it's not true. And sort of override it with a more positive thought, because I don't have the time to be training my brain and my body to think negatively about myself, because no, don't have time for that. The second thing I bookmarked was, you are as much your thighs as your eyes. And I think we forget this so much. A big part of body dysmorphia which can trickle into poor body image. You kind of compartmentalize your body, so like you think, oh, I really hate my big toe, or oh, my thighs are really fat, but then you don't look at yourself as a whole, which is what people generally do when they look at someone. For example, I've always had a thing about, I don't know, my hands are quite big, and I've thought, oh, they're massive, but then when I look at my hand I think, you know what though, my nails are quite nice, and you know, my skin's fairly soft, and also I have a whole arm connected to it that's connected to a body that's connected to me, that's connected to everything on my body. So yeah, I think we all do it. It's just so natural now that we might not even realise. So it might take some time to fully catch yourself doing it. And the last thing that I found was eat what you're hungry for. And something that was new to me when I discovered intuitive eating, body positivity, anti-diet culture, was that I could actually, my hunger could tell me I wanted different things. I thought that was really important, because I think sometimes people forget that if you stop dieting, your body, you don't just eat donuts all day. You can actually regulate what you eat, and your body can tell you, I might need a bit of this, or I might need a bit of this. Your body's actually very smart. There's a lot going on up in here that we don't even think about, just to keep us healthy and keep what we've got going on going well. So yeah, I've decided to put a lot more trust in my body. So yeah, those are the things I bookmarked. Oh, and one more thing. One activity that I found particularly I found it quite funny actually, but it did make me think a lot. Harri Rose talks about that Kate Moss quote was like, nothing tastes as good as skinny feels. I can confirm that a lot of things do. Yeah, the activity was to write down 20 things you think will taste better than skinny feels, and I wrote down some things, and on my list includes sticky toffee pudding with ice cream, wearing wide-leg trousers. Now, I didn't just put food things, I don't eat wide-legged trousers, I just put things that feel better, and yeah, you get the gist. Not wearing makeup every time I go out, painting my nails outlandish colours, wearing sleeveless or strappy tops proudly, chocolate fudge cake, crunchy nut clusters with chocolate, taking myself on dates, rice, pasta, any kind of creamy cheesy pasta, wearing oversized clothes. Oh, I love that. Oh yeah. Having time to rest and listen to my body. It's a big thing. And having time to reflect and strengthen my mind, which is what this book made me do. So yes, all in all, I would say a really good book. I think you can pick this up pretty much from anywhere. And yeah, I think I would probably give this book, I don't think I want to rate the books, because I think each book has a purpose, and each book also talks about somebody's story or their perspective on something, and I don't think you can really rate opinions and perspectives. So I will say, yes, I do recommend it. Get it delivered to your door and have a read, and let me know what you think. You can let me know on my Instagram, at ThiccThighs Saving Lives, and the thick is with 2 C's. I think I'll mostly use IGTV, because that's just where most of sort of my followers are, and I don't really want to make everyone move on to YouTube, you know. I'll do that when maybe I have a few more reviews done. Speaking of more reviews, I have a pile of books. Hold on. I have a pile of books, all of which I've read and I'm ready to review. I'll probably put a poll on my Instagram to ask which book people would like me to review next. So yeah, I have a pile of books here that are ready to be reviewed. Let me know which one you think would be best. These are all fairly high profile, sort of popular books. that have had a lot of hype around them as well, in the body positive world at least. So yeah, let me know in the comments or on the poll on my Instagram stories, which I'll probably be doing soon. And yeah, and if you've read this or are going to order it, let me know. And also let me know what you think of the video. But yeah, thank you for watching. I hope that has helped with a little recommendation of a book. I will be doing more in the coming weeks, but I do have some exams coming up, so I'm not focusing on it massively because I have a lot to revise. So yeah, anyways, I hope you're staying safe and staying sane in all of this going on. Thank you very much for listening. Love, hugs and bopo. Bye.